Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, Life According to Alicia, and as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about self-love, and I'm going to be giving you some tips to just improve your self-love, to grow, and to be able to learn to love you more. Because bro, we have a whole life. We have an entire life. We have to be here on this earth. Like, why not live it to the best of our abilities? Like, why would anybody make an active choice not to get the most out of their life? And when I talk to people who are far along in their life, the biggest thing that I hear is people are always trying to compare themselves to other people. They're trying to be what they think other people think they should be, or they're trying to fill somebody else's shoes. Stop. Like, stop right now. During this video, I want you to take some time to really just think about you. Like, think about what you can do to be better. And don't think about what anybody else has to say. And it's just so freeing once you get that off your back. Okay, we're gonna jump right into it. Okay, before I give you the first step though, I want you guys to remember that as women, we're not a fragile piece of glass that has to be handled gently or else we're gonna break. Get that out your mind. I don't care if the world tells us that. We're gentle. We're not all just insecure beings who need to be handled gently or else we're gonna crack. We are like strong. Like, do you know how strong you are? If you don't, you need to, believe what I'm telling you. You are strong. If that's the first time you're hearing that, if this is the first time you're hearing that, just like tell yourself, remind yourself, you are strong, bro. And you are in control of this life. It's not in control of you. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is you cannot love yourself if you don't actually take the time to get to know yourself. Like, you're not Alicia Marks, you're not your best friend, you're not your mother, you're not the random people you see passing on the street that look like they have everything together. You need to understand who you are in order to love who you are. Like, if you don't accept your good with your bad, how are you gonna love yourself? You're not being honest with yourself. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. You can't just see the good parts of yourself, because part of loving yourself is accepting, I'm not perfect. I don't have it all together. These are my weaknesses. Like, they're there, but I'm gonna work on them because I'm in control of who I wanna be. And to love yourself is to wanna be your best self. So you have to be honest about where you are. And so with that, it goes into step number 2 on figuring out who you are, is to make a list of 10 things that you love about yourself and 10 things that you need to improve on. A lot of you guys probably hearing that whenever I say make a list of 10 things that you love about yourself, you're like, bro. Like, in my coaching program, when I tell a girl to do that, like, it's like the hardest thing in the world to do. And I don't understand, like, that should not be. I understand why it's an issue. It's because you're not taking time to get to know yourself and you're not taking time to fully accept who you are. But like, that's the first thing you need to do. Like, write down those good qualities you have. And then, because I said it's all about being better, write down 10 things you can improve on. Like, just be real with yourself. Okay, so here's my list of things that I feel like I need to work on. And just to list a few, I won't go through like all 10, but to give you an idea of what like I put on my list, things that like I need to work on is I'm a big perfectionist, and so I am so hard on myself. Like, I had to constantly remind myself, bro, you are doing enough. And I know there are a lot of girls out there who do the same thing. Like, we feel like we have to be perfect, but we really don't. And it's a thing you have to consistently remind yourself about. Another thing I put on there is selfish. And really that doesn't apply to every aspect of my life, but a lot of times I ignore the bad because I don't want to focus on it, or I'm really focused on because I want so badly to have my best life and to be my best self. Sometimes I don't think about what other people need, and I had to learn that. Like, that is something that I spent the past couple years like overcoming, and I've gotten a lot better on. But like, be honest with yourself. Those are 2 things that I really need to work on. things that I love about myself, things that I know I'm good at, is I am very empathetic. Like when somebody tells me how they feel, like it can be bad sometimes, but like I put myself in their shoes and I really try to understand them. And literally another thing is every time I meet somebody, like it's so easy for me to love. Like it's so easy for me to find the good and just love people. I'm very outgoing, and I'm just optimistic about life. So those are like some of the good qualities to give you an idea what you can put on your list. Okay, so number 3 is to set small attainable goals. That's, to me, the most exciting part about this life, is that I'm constantly working on being the best me. I'm never content. I'm never just good at, sometimes I have to be like, this is where I am, take me as I am, but I'm always striving to be a better version of myself. Because what else is there to do? Like, why wouldn't you want to be the best version of yourself? Like, that's what's fun about life, is like challenging yourself and saying, you know what, I'm here, but I'm gonna get here. And I'm gonna close my screen because it's like flickering, my computer's freaking out. So make goals, small goals, attainable goals. Figure out a way to write them out and to keep yourself accountable, because then it makes you feel good whenever you're reaching those goals. And if you want me to make a video on how to keep yourself accountable with goals and going through making the list and etc., like diving deeper into those things, anything else I'm gonna talk about, let me know, because it's so long, you don't want me to go into it with one video. All right, number 4 is to fight negative self-talk. This is like the biggest thing I find in my clients and my friends and women that I talk to in general, is we're our worst critic. And sometimes we're bullies to ourselves. We're just straight up mean to ourselves, and that's not okay. Like, you would not allow that if you saw somebody bullying somebody else. Like, why are you allowing yourself to do it to yourself? That's not fair. That is like the basics of self-love, bro. Like, just like you treat others how you would want to be treated, treat yourself how you would want other people to treat other people. So one thing I do, and I can go into a longer video of this, but just to give you a small example, is like a thing that I struggled with is thinking, when I was younger, I used to get bullied about having like a big butt. And so for a long time growing up, I like hated having big hips. I hated having a big butt. But that is not an issue anymore. I love my butt. Like, don't tell me anything about my butt. Like, I love it. And what I would do is I would look in the mirror and I would say, bro, like, you are beautiful. You are thick. You got curves. Like, who doesn't want a girl with curves? Like, you are so blessed to have the body you have. And so whenever I'd have those thoughts, I tell myself that. And I'm past that now. That's not an issue I face. There's new things I had to work on. And that's what happens. You fix one thing and then you get better and you fix something else. And it's a journey, and it's totally possible. You just gotta implement it. Okay, the last thing is to write out words of affirmation. So that goes with the negative self-talk. You don't want to be talking negative. You don't want to be talking down on yourself. So have some positive words of affirmation that you can read every day and make it a part of your routine. Like if you look behind me on this wall right here, these are my words of affirmation, and I'll get a little bit closer so you can see it. But it says, words of affirmation: change the way you frame your thoughts. 1, money comes to you easily and effortlessly. And so the reason this is my words of affirmation, because like what we talked about on step 3 is to set goals for yourself. So my goals for this year is to be healthier, like taking care of my body. It's to get control of finances and be better at budgeting. And those are like the top 2 goals I have. So a lot of them on there, you'll hear that. So number 2 is prosperity is drawn to me. My body grows stronger every day. I'm grateful for another chance to live my life. So every morning I wake up, if it's a bad day, like it just reminds me, like, bro, I get another day to live my life. And I'll read one more. My body is healthy, my mind is brilliant, and my soul is tranquil. So I want to always be working on being my best self, and I always want to be at peace with who I am and enjoying the journey. Because no matter how positive I try to be, there are days where I do not want to get out of bed. There are days where I just feel like a complete failure. Like, that is a part of it. But what I do is when I have those days, I let myself have them I might let myself have them for a second, and then I make myself snap out of it, and I say, okay, I take the time because I love myself, and I don't want that to happen often. And so I take the time to say, why did that happen? Like, what's the root of that issue? And then I work on things that'll help me be better. At first, when you start trying to work on self-love, it may seem impossible. It may seem like there's so much, but it's really just step by step. And you will get to that point where you love who you are, and you're happy to be you, you're happy with your skills and talents, and you accept your weaknesses, and you continue just to try to be the best version of yourself, and that's okay with you, because none of us have it all together. None of us, no matter what you think they don't have, we don't all have it together. And just in closing, what I wanted you to get out of this is I didn't want it to be like a self-love video about, just lying to yourself and saying positive things to yourself just to make yourself feel good. It's a video about honesty. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about where you are, and then take it from there. So recap. Step number 1, you cannot love yourself if you do not take time to actually get to know yourself. So date yourself. Take care of every aspect of your body. 2, make a list of at least 10 good things about yourself, 10 things you love about yourself, and 10 things you need to work on. And if you have a hard time finding 10 things you love about yourself, talk to your friends, talk to your family. Like, this is your homework assignment. Do it. It does great things for you, and read it as often as you need to. 3, set small attainable goals for improvement, because that's what life's about. 4, fight negative self-talk, and then make a plan. Write out, think about the negative thoughts you have the most, maybe the top 3. Take time to write out what those negative self-talk are and how you're going to rephrase it when it comes up into your mind next time. And then that way you're prepared. And then number 5, write out words of affirmations to read daily, however many times you need to read it daily, to speak into existence the life that you want, to speak into existence the person you want to be, because you are completely in control of your life. You're completely in control of the type of life you live, the people you involve in your life, the quality of life you have. And as soon as you realize that, whoo, bang, life is gonna start popping, baby, popping. Okay, so I actually I mentioned this a few times. I am a life coach, and I work with women working on self-worth, helping them find their passions, and helping them just be their best self. I'll put a link below to my Facebook or my Instagram. Send me a message on there, and we can set up a free call. And the call can be 30 minutes to an hour, and it's just to see if it's a right fit for my program, if you feel like that's something you need. If not, I'd love to just have that conversation with you to collaborate and just leave you with some good vibes. All this week, by the way, I'm gonna be posting a video every day this week about self-love. So make sure you subscribe, like my video, and comment below your favorite part. Comment below what you took away from what I talked about. Okay, bye-bye.